Morning all. Right, I was toying with the idea about putting an 18 tooth front sprocket on the bike, so I thought I'd just throw it on this engine just to see how much clearance I've got everywhere. And as you can see, it's almost touching the chain guide there. And it's quite close to the clutch push rod. I think with a standard chain you'll probably miss the clutch push rod, but you'll definitely hit the chain guard. So I was thinking about if I was to put a bigger slot in this so that we can twist it round, flatten this off and rebend it so it comes down, so we can twist the whole chain guard around, and it should give you a bit more space at that end. And I was going to put it on my bits of bike, but on that bike I've got like a heavy duty X-ring chain which is quite big, and I think that will hit the push rod. So if you're going to use an 8-in sprocket front tooth, you probably just want to use a standard size chain for it. No heavy duty or O-ring or X-ring chains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off, flatten this side out and move it along, and then bend it up so that we can twist it around a bit, and probably put a slot in here, down here, so we can still use that bolt as well. Right, well, give that a go. Can only fuck that up really, that's the only thing that you can fuck up, so I'm not worried about that. Let's see if we can do it, shall we? Plenty of room there if you don't use the chain guard. So metal there. I'm just going to clean that up so I don't get filthy dirty. Right, flatten that out and see what the situation is now. Right, yeah. Just put a bit of a kink in that. Just a fraction. Right, just by flattening this side out and just giving it a bit of a kink to go in there, you've got much more room now on this side of that chain guard. All I need to do now is just elongate that hole a little bit, that way a little bit, so I can get the bolt back in there, and that'll give me the clearance for the chain on that guide. Take a while. Probably better get a bolt in there now. Yeah, that'll work. That will bolt up. And straighten that up a bit. That'll probably work, you know. The washer on that thing. And there you have it. As easy as that. I should be able to get a chain through there now. You've got about the same amount of gap as what it had originally with the small sprocket on, so that looks alright. I've got another chain in the other garage, so I'll go and get that and then we'll feed it through and see what it looks like. Right. It's close to the push rod. Goes through the guide. Right, so I missed the guide, that's for sure. So it'll miss the chain guard, which is alright. And it will also miss the push rod by not very much. But I guess, see if you can go down a bit and zoom in, I'll show you how close that is to the... Come on, down we go. You can see there how close it is to the push rod. And I guess I'd say that's probably about 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. Now at a speed with this sprocket spinning round, the chain will have a tendency to want to fly off, so it may come out slightly, depending on how tight your chain is, I suppose. So it could well actually hit that push rod. But the only way to tell is try it, really, isn't it? And I won't be able to try it until I put the chop engine back together, and I'll put it on the chop. So anyway, there you have the size of the 18 tooth sprocket. Now let me just quickly put the 17 tooth sprocket on, and that will show you the actual difference in the sizes of them when they're on the bike. I'll just take that one off quickly. And there you've got about 3/16 maybe, just over 1/4 of an inch. What's that in millimetres for you metric heads? 5mm. Can't see it probably. Just about 1/4 of an inch, isn't it? Just under 1/4 of an inch. So it's quite a size difference having one extra tooth. Yeah, that's what I say. It's about 10mm wider in diameter having the 18. So if you want to worry about the chain close to the push rod, go for it. But I would recommend going from rather than upgrading the 18 tooth front, I recommend going to a 32 tooth rear. We will try this on the chop though when I put the chop engine back together. We're back in the bike. We'll definitely throw this on. And see what difference it makes. At the moment on the Bitzer bike I've got a 17 front and a 34 rear, which is the standard setup. So I've got another, got a 33 tooth rear up there that I might put on it, or just get a 32 tooth rear and put the 32 one on the back. So I just think the 18 tooth on the front is just a bit too big for my liking, but we will try it anyway eventually. So until then, I'll catch you later.